You're listening to Words Between Worlds, a podcast that brings your stories full of kindness, voices that spark warmth and friendships that cross cultures and generations. Join us on this journey as we discover new words of meaning by sharing messages of hope that reach across continents. I'm your host, Li Qing. Today we're heading to Xiamen, a buzzing coastal city in southeast China, where summer sunshine meets salty sea air, the streets hum with energy, and the scent of street food fills the breeze. But for a lively group of American high school students, Xiamen is much more than stunning views and delicious food. It's a colorful playground for new experiences and the start of their journey discovering China.
This is my first time in China. My dad was definitely excited for me to come. He is very excited for me to go travel around the world, and China is like a special place to us as we love movies from here and everything.
Speaking is Dolores Felicia Carroll, an 18-year-old student from Baltimore in Maryland. From July 17th to 22nd, she and another 30 young people from Baltimore and Orange County in California, supported by 15 local young volunteers, started their trip in China. For Verena Lowe, a participant from Orange County, the visit carried a meaningful personal layer.
Both my parents are from Hong Kong, so I'm Chinese too. And it's like kind of hard to connect my culture or back to like my roots, I guess, my background. And because I live in America and I feel like living in America has made me like lose track of my culture a little bit. So coming back here was actually really great.
During their 6 days in Xiamen, the American students immersed themselves in the city's rich history and vibrant daily life. They toured cultural landmarks, sampled local dishes, experienced a local intangible culture, and teamed up with Chinese students for shared learning, language exchange, and a lot of laughter.
My favorite experience was touring the schools and seeing the education system here in China and seeing how I can implement myself here and possibly continue my higher education here. I've interacted with my partner, Emily, and also some of my other suite mates who are attending the Xiamen Foreign Language School. We get along really well and they're just awesome.
This has been the best part of Xiamen trip for Niobe and Therese from Baltimore. For many, meeting their Chinese peers was the most memorable part of the journey. Arena shared a similar feeling.
My favorite part is definitely hanging out and meeting all these Chinese students here. They've been really kind and like sweet, and they've always tried to help us. And even though we have language barriers, like we always try our best to like figure each other out. And it's just like opened my eyes to a new perspective of becoming more understanding and like patient. And it's been a really great experience.
For these US students, this journey is more than a summer trip. It's a chance to form friendships with local peers and build something lasting.
We talk about different things. I remember one night they asked us like what our American dinner looks like. And it's not really a language barrier as we help each other. Like they help us with our Chinese and then we help them with their English. Uh, we talk about like our different lives and but also the similarities and differences between the two, and it's so fun. I do believe we have a lot in common. For an example, my partner Sydney, she carries around a little camera with her everywhere, and I feel like it really relates to me as I'm going to college for film and photography, and it's just like we see each other through each other.
Thank you, Dolores. This kind of people-to-people connection, filled with honest conversation and shared memories, helped these young Americans experience China in a personal way. Iris Ranava from Orange County told us.
I feel like China has embraced more nature than the US, considering that a lot of the highways and the streets are filled with like greenery, bushes, trees, and all of that. compared to the US where it's not as nature-like here.
What did Dolores take away from her time in China? For her, the trip changed the way she saw the country.
It has changed my view on China. Um, it's like when you see something through a movie but you've never experienced it. It's really beautiful here. I would tell them about the like how the scenery and how beautiful it is. The food is amazing. It has just made me appreciate different lifestyles and especially ones here in China. I'm seeing China in a different light. I've always known China to be wonderful, but now I know China to be my home. And I think that's wonderful. And what I would tell family members when I go back to Maryland is that China too can be their home and that they're welcome here.
Niobie's words capture a deepening bond that many young Americans are forming with China, not through headlines or textbooks, but through first-hand encounters. Their visit to Xiamen is part of something much bigger. On July 6 this year, Chinese President Xi Jinping responded to a message from students and teachers of a U.S. Youth Pickleball Culture Exchange delegation from Montgomery County in Maryland. This delegation visited China earlier this year as part of China's 50,000 over 5 years initiative, a plan to invite 50,000 young Americans to China for exchanges and study programs. He expressed his hope that the delegation members will become a new generation of envoys for friendship between the two countries and make greater contributions to enhancing friendship between the two peoples. As participants of the 50,000 over 5 years initiative, what do the students in Xiamen think? Niobie and Verena shared their thoughts on exchange.
I think this is an awesome way to bridge uh, people from China and America, even though we're oceans away from each other. I think we can continue being great friends and also making sure that a connection like this lasts a lifetime, not just a couple of years or a couple of months, because everyone deserves to have a chance to come to China or come to America and see the connection that we have and what was built. A lot of people say that the youth are our future, and I agree because what we create now will eventually be our future. If you can plant the seed of like the China and US relations right now, I think that it will help benefit our world in the future and make it more peaceful because we get to understand each other better.
Maybe this is where the future of US-China relations begins, not in government halls, but in the hearts of young people. Thousands of miles from home, sitting under the banyan trees of Xiamen, they're finding common grounds and building something that will stand the test of time. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share. Until next time, this is Li Qing, and this has been Words Between Worlds, bringing voices together, one story at a time.